Recently, one of my top selling books crossed over the 20k mark, and it continually generates a steady income each month despite the growing competition. And for those who are wondering, it's an activity book with a variety of puzzles that actually took me just roughly about 2 days to make. Despite the time that it took to make, I think that your books don't have to be perfect at the start, they just have to be good enough. But I believe in the ongoing improvement of my books, and this approach not only keeps the content fresh but also makes the book stand out. And in this video I'm going to share a few simple strategies I used with this book and my other bestsellers to ensure my books stay above the competition all year round. First is running continuous ads. If you look at the early month of the book, the ad spend was high as I spent $178.26, and it wasn't an amount that I was hugely comfortable with. However, I saw some encouraging signs. Even though my net royalties were $188.64. However, in the second month after adjusting the ad campaign, I spent slightly more, but the net royalties were more than double, making $375.22. And the third month, the ad was even more profitable, and it continued to grow from there. And I crossed the 1K mark in gross profits in May. And it's at this point when most people get comfortable and like to reduce or stop their ads altogether. However, you have to keep running your ads continuously as the competition will come. And you can see how my royalties decreased over the coming month due to the competition. But this leads on to the second point, which is updating your content. Now, most people, when they've published their book, they'll just rely on ads and then that's it. They won't actually try to continually improve the book, as I talked at the start. So at this stage of your book, content is always king, and updating the content will keep your book useful and engaging for buyers. So there are several ways to update your content, and this can include adding more content such as activity pages, coloring pages, word searches, and so on, or even replacing outdated pages with more up-to-date pages. Don't be afraid to take on negative reviews and adapt your book so that the next customer that buys your book will have positive things to say. You can also change your book cover, as customers can get tired of seeing the same cover, and just by adapting that, you can leave a strong impression on customers. Every few months, I like to evaluate the effectiveness of my book covers and change them if I notice a decline in sales. And alongside these changes, you can also adapt your back-end keywords according to seasonal trends. As with this activity book, I knew Q4 was coming, so I aligned my back-end keywords with what potential buyers are actively searching for during that season to ensure that my books remain highly discoverable. There are fantastic tools that can help you with this, such as BookBeam, or you can just use Google Trends, which is free. But you can see how my royalties shot up over the Q4 period because of these changes I made. So the third strategy comes in towards the latter stages of this book. Once it firmly ranks on the first page with a number of reviews, you can increase the price as you have the social proof. So now my book doesn't have to sell as many copies, but it can make even more royalties due to its higher price point. I've even been spending much less on ads, and last month I spent $81.04, and this gave me a net royalty of $1,371.05, proving that the book is now established and trusted. So these are a few strategies that have helped me earn over $20,000 from one book. Gone are the days that you need to publish thousands of books to make money, but focusing on quality and not quantity will always win.